Greetings to everyone out there in YouTube land. I'm Ahmed Hassanin, and I just want to give a shout out to Coach Dan. Thank you for all the support you show the team and the players. Everyone hit the like, subscription button, and yell woo in the comments. Thank you, and go Lions.
What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up to Lion Talk Live? So we love you too, buddy.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live, Coach Dan, by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
All right, well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I am your host once again, Dan Thornton, and I want to thank you all for joining us here today. Hey, it's Lions Talk Live. It's a morning show edition, and I'm sure you all saw the big news yesterday that it was leaked video footage from 2024 to Congress that the United States apparently shot down a UFO. Why, as Lions fans, are you upset about this? Because we all know what was on that UFO. The Lions of Brad Holmes were flying in one of the most premier pass rushers ever, probably from Pluto or some other place. So Lions fans everywhere are probably less than happy with the government of the United States at this. Getting from the jokes, though, to the reality of the situations, we've got ourselves a bit of a big game here today. Lions come in 0-1. The Chicago Bears come in 0-1. Benedict Johnson's going to lead his boys into the Ford Field, and we all get it. You need to win this game if you're the Detroit Lions. He dropped to 0-2. It's not that he can't still make the playoffs, but let's also be fair. It becomes an incredibly unlikely scenario. I've covered the NFL long enough, whether it's the Detroit Lions or anybody else. I can say I've seen it happen. It just doesn't happen very often. Lions go 1-1. You know what? They've been 1-1 the last 3 seasons prior to this. They'll probably end up being 1-1 again today. At least that's my bold prediction. And then I'll also throw this at you. When we win today, I think there's a real possibility if we show strong growth on the offensive line, defensive line, that's going to be the focus of my point of emphasis watching this game. You control those lines. Not only do I think you win today, I do think you got a chance against the Ravens and then, yes, against the Cleveland Browns. And how much different will everything in the Lions nation feel if we can say we're 2-2 or 3-1 after the first 4 games? I'm going to guess that will calm everything down. We all know it as Lions fans. We sometimes overreact a little bit, and you can see it across the fan base. There are a whole lot of people and their feelings about this team right now. Before we get into the 5 headlines now, before we get into the main topic of the day, though, if you would be so kind, reach on down, hit that subscribe button. We are like 3 subs away from hitting 14,500. Obviously, from there, the march is on for 14,600. So if you can help out, man, that would be great of you. Also, if you have it in you, it won't cost you anything. It takes a half second of time. Reach on down, hit the thumbs up button, the like button, hit all the buttons. We try to get every episode of the show between 2, 3, 400 or more thumbs up or likes. We will have a live stream today. I'm still working on, setting some of the things up. Man, I never thought I'd get more comments on a topic than I got yesterday. I'm trying to integrate, and I have to be careful. I'm sure you guys all get it. The NFL does not want YouTubers or Twitch streamers or Discord servers or anybody else basically broadcasting games on there. But I've been working with some people that gave me some thoughts. I'm going to try to have it down in the corner of the screen. Don't have it worked out yet. So today's show, if I get it, great. If not, you get to listen to the play-by-play and then, commentary, everybody have a little fun. I'm going to try to have the show up maybe around 12:20 that we can go through some pregame stuff and everything. The tough part for being a broadcaster when you're by yourself doing it is there's, nobody to bounce ideas off of. So I might have to lean on you guys a wee bit for that as we get ready for the game. All right, with all that done, set out of the way, one last thing to throw at you. If you are considering buying, selling property anywhere in the great state of Michigan, let alone the continental United States, go ahead and give me a call or shoot me a text. You see the number on the screen, 269-998-2384. I've been a realtor for over 30 years, so there's no situation, I'm going to guess, that I haven't seen by now. Of course, I say that and something will pop up. But if you want somebody who's not going to overcharge you, make sure nobody's overcharging you. help point out the right, wrongs, and indifference of a property, go ahead and give me a call, shoot me a text. We'll have a conversation, see what I can do to help you on out. All right, all that done, set out of the way. Let's get this show going and kicking off with, as you probably already knew, 5 headlines now. All right, we got some headlines leading to this game, and you know what? I think we got some good news heading into today. We'll get into that during all this. Lions to expand Isaac Tesla's role in offense after week 1, full of practice. Sideline report story by Bo Underwood. Man, that name does sound like somebody who should be singing, country music or something. But anyways, as Bo knows, and now you know, we all know, Isaac Tesla, he's got some ability. He's got some promise. Lions coaches really wanted him to be a part of the complete package of offense. We all get it. They traded away Timmy Patrick because you know what? It's not that Timmy Patrick still can't play in the NFL. It's just you can't keep everybody on the 53-man roster. Tim Patrick, great story, great find by Brad Holmes, great situation here. Unfortunately, that situation is departing. He's gone somewhere else because of the emergence of this third-round pick. You go back to draft day, everybody and their mother was shaking their fists at their screens, probably punched a few screens. The Lions didn't take a pass rusher. Instead, they took this kid that most of us have never heard of. Most of us were like, well, he played at, a D3 college? And you know what? You watch him play, they're like, man, how did they not win more games with that guy? That's a great question. What we can say is Lions coaching staff also has come to the conclusion real early in training camp, he is a rare athlete. He can run block as good as anybody in this league, I think, at the wide receiver spot. And if you don't think he's that good at run blocking, we'll just say this. I think he's significantly an improvement over the vast majority of wide receivers out there. It's almost like having a mobile tight end out there. He blocks that well in the running game. But he's also 6'4"-ish. He can also jump out of the gym. He can also outrun just about everybody in the league. I'm not going to say he's the fastest guy, but you get it. He's got some wheels. He is a perfect combination for what this team needs at the third wide receiver spot. And yes, in Green Bay, a lot of things didn't go right. One thing that did went right, on 3 snaps, he showed up. And as a coach, I can only say this. You want impact players at any position. You want to say this individual, guy, girl, whatever it is, and whatever sport it is, makes something happen because what they bring to the table. There's no doubt about it. Isaac Tesla is going to show up in this game. He's going to play. Is he going to start the first snap of the game? I don't know, but I think he's going to get way more than 3 snaps. And per this report, it sounds like the coaching staff has spent all week trying to get him ready for very specific situations. I'm only going to be able to Scooby-Doo it. We're all going to have to wait till the game to see it. But my guess is Tesla, his intended role for week 1 is going to be fulfilled today. This might just really take his hype train to a whole nother level. All right, Trent Lions depth chart today. Our thoughts on Taylor Decker's status for week 2, mlive.com. Ben, Mr. Raven, with this one. Probably not a whole lot of surprises here. Jared Goff's going to be your starting quarterback. Count Allen's going to back him up. CJ Barthold is going, while he's still here, he's going to be the emergency quarterback. No surprises there. Running back, Gibbs is probably going to be your number 1, David Montgomery number 2, although I won't be surprised if Montgomery starts the game sort of like last year and they bring in Gibby to be the backup. Craig Reynolds, Jacob Sailors are going to be number 3 and 4. Doubtful for the game is Vaki. Vaki, man, he's got lots of potential. I like the draft pick, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You got to be able to play, and it's been a long time since this kid's been healthy enough to be on the field. Gibbs has over 44 snaps to 25 for Montgomery, or for those wondering about snap shares, expect a similar workload, and this is in recent games, not in just one game. I'll move on from that. Wide receivers, number 1 is going to be St. Brown, Jameson Williams 2. Jameson Williams, for those who also didn't know, I thought watching his route structure, the bigger part of the tree that he's now allowed to be given by John Morton versus Ben Johnson. I get the game didn't go our way, but watching him on tape, not even when he's catching the ball, just the other little subtle things he does, you can see he is growing quite a bit. All right, we're going to go ahead and throw Tesla as number 3, Raymond 4, and Dominic Lovett as number 5. Tight end Sam I Am, Brock the Hitman Wright, and Zane's I Can't Block Zylstra are your 3 tight ends. I should probably back off Zylstra. In all fairness to him, I don't think he played horribly. I just don't like his run blocking, and hey, maybe I'm kind of a rude person for that. Offensive line, here's where I think we can all probably take a deep breath. Don't know this until we actually get to game time, But the Lions yesterday did not elevate any offensive linemen from the practice squad to the active lineup. That would tell me, although I've been wrong before, that Decker's playing and he's probably starting. So with that being said, let's anticipate Taylor Decker, Christian Mahogany, Graham Glasgow, Tate the Great, Ratledge, and Pinay Superman Sewell. It will be your starting offensive line. Backing him up will be Giovanni Manu, Kingsley Ukwana, and then Yodi for the offensive line. Decker is questionable, but again, you don't elevate anybody. I'm guessing you're going to say to everybody out there that Taylor Decker's ready to go. Otherwise, man, you are really playing short-staffed with that offensive line. Defensive line, Aiden Hutchinson, Tyleek the Freak Williams, DJ Reader, and Marcus Davenport probably going to start as your defensive line. We'll see if they throw us a curveball, though. Alakun Muhammad, let's see, Wheat will be your backups at the edge spots. Roy Lopez, Tyler Lacey, Chris Smith, Petty O'Connor, and Makai Wingo. Even though Wingo last week was inactive, I do think you're probably going to see him active today just because what he provides as far as interior pass rush, and he can play the big edge. You got a real good situation, in my opinion, between him, Petty O'Connor. Maybe you could say Wheat to a certain extent, because Wheat, I also think, can play inside and outside, although I think that's more of Makai Wingo's bag than maybe it is Wheat. All right, going on to the linebackers, no surprises here. Jack the Hammer Campbell, Derek Barnes, Alex Anzalone, probably going to start all across the board. Reserves are me, Zach Cunningham, Grant Stewart, and Monty Rice. Monty Rice was the one elevated, the only elevation yesterday. I was a little surprised by that, again, given the offensive line, but they don't ask me. Obviously, this is indication the offensive line's okay. Monty Rice is a special teams guy. He can fly around the field. Very similar to Grant Stewart, in my opinion, but Nowaski's out. Nowaski, another athletic backup, but he's been out for a little bit of time with some elbow issues. Secondary, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, DJ Reed, Terrion Arnold. Yes, apparently he's healthy enough with the groin muscle tweak or pull to be back on the field. That's good news for the Lions. And then Amik Robertson also going to be out there. Reserve is going to be Rakia Singh, Avante Maddox. Did we hear anything about Avante Maddox in week one? I don't seem to recall that. Clea Dorsey, Daniel Thomas, and Thomas Harper are going to be out there. Questionable is Kirby Joseph. You guys all know it. We covered it the other day on the show. That knee injury that he's kind of been nursemaiding a little bit in the preseason, it showed up again Friday. I'm hoping they just gave him a rest day and that's all it is. But, we don't know until we see him on the field. I'm going to think, though, given the gravity of the game, some of his comments towards Ben Johnson in the offseason and Ben Johnson towards Kirby Joseph, they've had a little bit of back and forth. If that knee's at all good to go, he's probably going to be on the field. Then again, sort of like last week, Arnold may have been injured playing, Terrion Arnold. Excuse me. If he is injured, why is he on the field? Because if you're in play so much man-to-man, it's hard to take care of somebody who can't really cover well. I would say the same is going to apply for Kirby Joseph. If you're not 100% sure they can go out there and do their job, I don't know if I'd give up big plays because you're trying to pander to a player. All right, special teams, no surprises here. Jake Bates, Jack Fox, Hogan Hatton, Jacob Sailors, and Grant Stewart are going to do do the kickoff returns. I'm not sure I agree with that. I would rather have Khalif Raymond out there. They don't ask me. And then Raymond is going to do the punt returns. It seems to me, if this holds water from week 1 to week 2, Khalif Raymond, you got to really think like they're minimizing his role more and more. Maybe there's less value to him. I guess we'll have to wait and see how the season plays out, but that is something I do have to question. All right. Speaking of Jameson Williams, why Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams was fined, we'll just round up and say $12,000 for week 1 versus the Packers. Clutch points, story by Yargo Antunes. So for those who didn't know, he did get fined. Let's see if I can even bring the video on the screen if you guys want to watch it. It's doing this all right. Then let me scroll on down, bring it up on the screen. And well, I think this is the most egregious taunting penalty ever. And don't come at me about the video quality beyond my control. But, two guys butt heads and share a few words. Well, I guess that's going to cost you $12,000, roughly $12,000. So Jameson Williams, thankfully, just got a new extension, so he can probably afford that and use it as a tax write-off. All right, next to the 5 headlines now. Lions make questionable roster move ahead of the Bears matchup, although some good news can come from it. A to Z Sports, story by Mike Payton. Kind of already talked about this one a little bit, so let's not spend a ton of time on it. Taylor Decker's going to play. There's no way you're not elevating another offensive lineman if you think he can't play. So I think that's good news. This would be the question I have for the Duke Crew. Given his age, given the wear on his body over the decade he's played for the Lions, given the fact he just had shoulder surgery, we might see this a lot. At least that's my opinion, where Decker maybe practices 1 day a week and the rest of the time just keep him good. The other part of that is that could be a strong indication this could be Taylor Decker's final year in Detroit. We've been talking about that for a while. I'm not saying it will be, but he is getting to the point in his career where those beats, those hits, they start making big impacts. And you know what? I won't be mad because he's got enough game experience where he probably doesn't need a ton of reps. I know MCDC kind of lamented that during a presser this week. Keep the guy healthy, keep him playing as good as he can, because let's face it, the Lions' success is going to come down to how well you protect Jared Goff, how well you open up holes in the running game, two things you did not see in Green Bay. I don't know how good the offense would be if we moved to Manu or somebody else, although they must have some level of confidence in Giovanni Manu right now to have not elevated Dan Skipper or just somebody else on the roster. We'll have to wait and see, but right now, I'd say it's good news that Taylor Decker appears to be ready to go. Last of the 5 headlines now. I'm bringing this up for selfish reasons. Ex-Lion Nate Lynn still looking for his next Team USA Today story by Jeff Risden, Lions Wire. We often, as fans, in the preseason especially, we get into our feelings about players. Why isn't this guy playing more? Why isn't that guy doing this, that, and the other thing? Hendon Hooker should be starting for the Lions. All sorts of stuff gets thrown out there. End of the day, as fans, we love certain players for whatever reasons we love them. And there are a whole lot of people that love Nate Lynn. There are a whole lot of people that love this guy, that guy, or whatever. And then when they get cut, and we all think the Lions and their front office and their coaches are complete morons. You know what? Then we wait a week or two, then a month, and that player hasn't still been signed by any other NFL team. Why is that? If we feel Nate Lynn was that great, that would be the big question I would throw out to everybody out there. The NFL is always looking for quarterbacks. They're always looking for guys to go take down the quarterback. Nate Lynn really is that dude. There are 32 NFL teams missing the boat on him because he is still, unfortunately, unemployed. I like the guy, but there's obviously something the coaches across the league see and say, he's just not going to work here. So hopefully he gets something right. I like him. He's shown a lot of promise, but you know what? I guess that's a big difference between watching it on film and watching every day in practice. Maybe they see something we didn't. All right, guys, that's going to be about it for the 5 headlines now. We're going to go to the Duke Crew comment section. Let's talk about the game. Let's have a little bit of a commentary. Like I said, I'll try to have the pregame show up around 12:30. I'm still going to, once the show's off the air today, I'm going to spend some time trying to get things orchestrated to where you can hear not only the broadcaster's commentary, but maybe I can show the game. It's going to be a slippery slope for me because I know how YouTube responds to that. I know how the NFL tracks those things. I'll do the best I can, but I can't promise it because you know what? I don't want to be putting permanent time out from the NFL, YouTube, and everything in between. All right, let's head over to the Duke Crew comment section. Let me scroll to the top of the screen. How big of a game is it today in your humble opinion? If you would have won week 1, then maybe today it would have been big, but not as big. But you know what? You didn't. So you win today for the 4th straight year. You're 1-1. Obviously, last year you finished with 15-2. The year before that, man, I don't even remember offhand. I want to say you got 12 wins. The year before that, we finished with 9 and just barely missed the playoffs. So you know what? Maybe it could be the Lions still go to the playoffs, still win the Super Bowl, etc., etc. JDC, morning all, and same to you. Bo, good morning, Duke Crew. Today is the day to rise! Exclamation point. Woo! And I concur. Bo, I can see clearly a victory. Oh, yeah, I can see clearly now. Hey, Claritin clear. JDC, woo! And good woo to you. Just say K, game day, exclamation point. Feels like I haven't seen you in a minute, K. We get this win, we get right on the year and have ourselves a season, exclamation point. I concur. Win one game at a time. Even if you were to lose it, which I don't think we will, I get the math doesn't suggest you got a chance, but I do think the Lions do have a good chance. I've seen teams, I'm trying to remember who it is offhand. I remember the San Diego Chargers, when the Chargers went in San Diego, going 0-4. And then still making the playoffs. I want to say they made the Super Bowl that year, too. So it does happen. It just doesn't happen often. JDC, from the deep end of the pool, Lions 16-1. Go Lions. Woo! And with that exclamation point, Johnny L., good morning, folks. And to you, Jess, greetings, salutations. We all just need to relax. Sounds like Aaron Rodgers right there. We've got talent, and I'm going to throw Campbell a lifeline for week 1. Get this game today. 100%. I like the way you're thinking. Shamir, hey, somebody we haven't seen in a hot second. Greetings, salutations, Duke Crew family, and back at you. How's your day going? Art, game day, exclamation point. Let's kick some butt. Let's break some records. Let's show the doubters and unbelievers Lions are not going anywhere. Exclamation points. Woo! Yeah, and I get it, man. I can't speak for every fan base, but I get the Lions fan base. When we lost in Green Bay, it just was like a tidal wave of people jumping ship. We win this. We win a couple other games in a short amount of time. I think you see a lot of people come back on the ship. Good morning, Art. Johnny L., we got this. I concur. Shamir, getting ready to go to the game today. Hey, go have some fun at the game today. I know most of my neighbors do go to the games, and they are there today. I can't wait to boo Benedict. Boo loud and proud. You won't be the only one, I suspect. Johnny L., oh, yeah, here we come, baby. Oh, yeah, there we go. Art, today we rock the blue on blue uniforms. We do, meaning the Bad News Bears will be singing the blues today. Well, let's leave a blue smear all over them. Miles Marker, greetings, salutations all. Lions going to have some gritty fun today. I like the way you are thinking. Drake, good morning. Anyone heading to the game today? Question mark. I'm going to be sitting outside and waiting for the prices drop, laughing out loud. I know there are. I didn't really ever think about it. I just don't go to enough games. And when I typically would go to the games, it would be in the press stuff. So I didn't want to have to pay. I got to go into the press parking and, get in free because I got to work the games. But I do know there seems to be more and more people I'm hearing from friends at Jen's that go tailgate, do all that stuff. And then around whatever time they said, 11 or noon or something, they'd sit on Ticketmaster, Ticket World or whatever, and sit there and just wait for the price to drop. And they said, man, you watch the different sections, and people are always trying to underbid each other to get the tickets sold. So that might not be a bad way to save some money. Johnny L., Sonic and Knuckles, Thunder and Lightning, all if we're here, come, we will win. We will win indeed. JDC, I want to see Lions Talk Live. It signs in the crowd. Crowd shot of the game. And please, no Coldplay shots. Thank you. We'll see what happens. But they seem to be, whether they got that one family busted up or a couple busted up. Cynthia, good morning, everyone. Exclamation point. Is Deck going to play? It sounds like it, but nothing firm confirmation-wise. Stephanie, good morning, boys. Exclamation point. Bounce back performance in store for our team today. I want to see more out of both lines and a pass rush from us. You know what? Like I said, the opening monologue, apparently we were trying to get the pass rushers from outer space. Unfortunately, the government said, yeah, that's a no-fly zone. All right, okay, good morning, Duke Crew. One pride. Let the bear hunt begin. Exclamation point. I concur. JDC, who was thanked without a fight. Art, I thought it was funny. The media said the return of 2 players meant bad news for the Lions. Yeah, right. Like MCDC cares about that. Yeah, I concur. I concur fully there, Art. France, Cynthia, I believe so. The team did not bring up any offense linemen from the practice unit yesterday. That would seem to indicate Decker is good to go. Yeah, I would agree with you fully on that one, 1,000%. Johnny L. Scooby Dooby Doo, how are you, Grit Brother Hookadoo? We'll find out. Hookadoo, good morning, Miles Margaret and Johnny L. The Bears are going to get hit with so much grit today. Exclamation point. I'm down with that. Jess, I have said from the preseason, my guess is 10 wins this year. Coach, how are you feeling going into today? If I had to guess right here today, let me see if I can even bring up the schedule, although I may have deleted it. Hold on a second, if you please. Let's see, schedule. Nah, I guess I did delete it. It's off the hard drive. So anyways, I won't go game from game, but I do think the Lions are going to win 11 games this year. I did have us losing, 2, I think it was, of the first 4 games. So while it may have changed where those games and losses came from, I'm not surprised with Green Bay's victory. It's a road game, a tough environment. They got all the energy with Parsons. And the other part of it is MCDC does not play his guys in the preseason. There was somebody in the comment section a few days ago really just trying to come after me about saying, the Lions played Ratledge and Williams in the preseason. I just simply said, yeah, you're right. All right, they played 2 guys who are starters in the preseason. 2 out of 25 would-be starters played? I mean, I don't know, man. To each their own. We'll put it that way. Johnny L., get after him. JDC, I concur. JDC, gonna be a glorious day outside! Exclamation point. I think I'll listen into the Lions game on radio and put putts around the yard. Exclamation point. Go Lions. Go enjoy a good day. Listen to the Lions. Johnny L., real good. Jess, JDC, You too, Johnny L. Susan, we cannot lose this game, period. I'm down with that. No, if you win this game any way, shape, or form, I don't care if you got to hit the lead official in the back with a steel chair, go full WWE, and go for the pin count, the 3 count or something like that. You find a way to win. That's all you got to do today. Find a way to win. I don't care if it's by 1, 10 kajillion. You just find a way to win. Server, good morning, Coach, and Lions fans around everyone else also. And back at you, Server. How can I do? Man, oh man, I couldn't wait to beat Benedict Johnson today. Some reality and grit are going to rain down on him. Exclamation point. I concur. Big Eddie. A lot about our team will be answered today. Are we that bad or the Packers that good? Question mark. I think, without doing a full episode on it, I do think we could have been more prepared. It didn't happen. Move on from it at this point. I think we're going to notice significant improvement this week. Just my opinion, based on how our coaches have been in the past, what they preach, what they value, more importantly, with, hey, every week we just want to be a little bit better, tells me in practice, that's what they really focus on. They don't work on the X and O's as much. They work on individual and then positional groups improvements. You do that enough, you will see massive improvement. Will it get us a win today? I'm going to boldly predict we're going to win by like 14 or so today. Now, could it be more? Could it be less? Sure. But I think it's going to be around 14. JDC, Susan Scott. Oh, but they can lose, Susan. Let's hope they can't lose today, but they won't. Yes, then they correct with that, JDC. Hi, Cindy Manley. Hey, haven't seen you in a couple of days. Good to see you, my friend. Good morning, Coach Dan and the Duke crew and all Lions fans. Lions Talk live chat. Go Lions. Hey, great to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're tuning in this glorious afternoon from having a good day. Steve Rogers, Big Eddie, I think game 1 was a combination of playing on the road, Green Bay having the talent, and us breaking in many new things. Yeah, I'd say so. I know some don't want to hear it, but I rewatched that game, once or twice, and I'll stick with my initial thoughts after the game. We did not play well, and we're about 8 to 12 plays from winning that game. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but, again, not wanting to really dive too much into it. You take away a couple things, especially in that first quarter. And I think at halftime, you're probably talking about a 7-point game. From there, just the play calling changes both offensively and defensively exponentially. I also think Jordan Love, there was a point in the third quarter where he nearly threw 2 picks in a row. You get more of that Jordan Love. It's a whole lot easier in basketball or football, any sport, when you've got a comfortable lead and there's no stress or pressure on you to perform at a high pace. But what'd you see once the Lions started creeping in, making it a little bit tighter? He started making some mistakes. And in his past, I'm not trying to be a Lions fan or homer here. I think that's his Achilles heel. He does not handle those moments that well until he shows that he can do that consistently and not just when you have a 20-point lead. I'll have questions about Jordan Love. Paperback fan, greetings, salutations, Duke crew, exclamation point, game day, exclamation point, let's go, and we're going. JDC, Ben over Johnson, this go Lions, woo, is for you. I concur. Cynthia, good morning, Mr. Hassani. I'm looking forward to seeing Ahmed coming back. Prayers for a quick recovery. Hey, he's down to probably about 2 months away. Server, Susan's got, oh yes, we can, Susan. Like somebody once said, things need to get worse before we get better, and you could add the Ravens just to make it right. 100%. Let's make it right. Let's get everyone. Look at you, Mr. Hassani, top of the morning. Are you and Ahmed ready for the Lions to tear up the Bears? Oh, yeah, let's hope so. Server, Hassani Madley, good day, sir. Hassani Madley, good morning, Big Eddie. Good morning, Cynthia. Johnny L, Big Eddie. The Packers look legit for now. Correct with that. Miles Meyer, good morning, Hookadoo. I'm heading to neighbors today for game. What about you? Ooh, it's a good question. It's Stephanie. I'm just glad I have a day off and the kids are gone this weekend, so I get to go watch the game. Well, go enjoy it. Gary, woo, howdy do, and back at you. Jason, prediction. We play angry and win 36-17. I'm down with that. Susan Scott, Silver Surfer, is smiling. Cynthia, knowing what Ben Johnson is capable of, today will also be a battle of minds. Exclamation point. Go Lions, 100%. Yeah, there'll be a lot on the line with both coaching staffs today. But one, somebody wants to get a win. The other part is nobody wants to lose the other person. JDC, so Scott, I seem to remember vaguely saying that a lot when the Lions went 0-16. It could be. Hassani Madley, good morning, Silver Server, praying, Pat Rock, Jason Berry, let's make it 42-6. I like that. Johnny L, nothing like bear meat burgers with hot sauce. I like the hot sauce, definitely. JDC, go Lions. Hookadoo, just going to chill at home, Osborne, and watch the Lions destroy the Bears. I concur. Jason Berry, Pet Rock, absolutely. Cynthia, Jason Berry, I concur. Everybody's concurring. All right, how many TDs do you think Tesla will get today? I say 2 and a lot of yards. I'll go with 1 today. I don't want to overblow him, and think that he's going to be awesome. Maybe he is, though. Maybe he just is that dude. Maybe he has all the yards in the world, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to keep expectations somewhat tempered. Let's see. Dave, prove to the world that we are that team. Got to get it handled today. Get it done, 100%. Tori, what time does Coach start his live stream? Let's just say 12:30. A half hour before the game. JDC, Bears, Munsters of the Midway. I'll concur. So Simone, cannot lose to Ben Johnson. I like the way you're thinking. Johnny L, good news for you, huh? Stephanie, yes, indeed. I would think so. JDC, 6 a.m. UB time. All right. I'm going to do Art. I'm thinking 2 DDs also. He's going to get some favorable matchups throughout the year just because of who else is on the field. Let's see if he takes advantage of it. JDC, tick, tick, tick. We're ticking away. Silver. I can see Detroit go 0-2. That even if many were all hyped up about Shep's presser, I was not one little bit. That was his first post-game presser, and it was way too aggressive. Locker hot. All right. I said you madly. Cynthia, thank you for praying for Ahmed and his injury recovery. 100%. Let's get him back on the field. Non-laughers, good morning, day in the Duke crew. Good starters, exclamation point. Good to see you. Been a hot second. I think Gibbs is going to go off today. Believe Tesla will have a big role today. Lions 31-15, and Hutchinson and Denver will have 2 sacks each. Exclamation point. 1 pride. I like the way you're thinking. Lions Talk Live fans, start Tesla. I've got them starting. Let's see if they do. Silver, and as far as John Morton's presser, oh my goodness, he just seems in the wrong place. Didn't want to talk about Green Bay, ? In your first press game interview, I think Campbell should talk to these fellows. All right. Marcus, here we go. Exclamation point. Good to see you, Marcus. Has been a minute, hasn't it? Garland, man, I haven't seen you in a real long time. We winning this. Exclamation point. I like it indeed. King SJ, greetings, salutations, Coach Dan, the happy game day. Go Lions. Exclamation point. Back at you. Marcus, facts. Hey, we're talking facts up in here. JDC, Puff, woo, Coffee, and Lions Talk Live. I like the way you're thinking. Robert, woo, it's time to rock and roll. Let's unleash the fury, my friends. Johnny L, don't jinx us as Silver Sir. Trevor Maber, good morning, Coach Dan and the Mighty Duke crew. Exclamation point. Woo, Williams, game day. Yes, it is, my friend. Say that, Silver, good morning. How do you know MCDC doesn't? Ooh, it could be. Marcus, breaking news. Lions sign ET. I was trying to have a little fun with that to start the day. Don Kong, let's flipping go. Hey, let's get it going, my friend. Let's get it going. Marcus, Pierce, Marcus, if ET could rush the passer, why not, man? Maybe he can fly on in over the line of scrimmage. Don Kong, 6-11 incoming. Exclamation point. Brace for the high draft pick. All right. Cynthia, Surfer, sorry. Marcus, Arnold Johnson, because he's Benedict. I concur. JDC Magic 8 Ball says defense wins the big one. I like it. Bo, we all knew it. The universe loves us. Exclamation point. Reinforced by Mars. Hey, and they did prove, I guess, there is life on Mars. So, hey, that's a different channel for me. Server, hope I am not making too many people mad at me. I always hope our Lions wins, but I think this team might need to get in a very different situation before the big motor really starts. All right, we'll find out. Pierce, the pass rush hasn't been addressed in years. Hey, well, it is what it is. Bo Silver, it's possible. JDC, Bo Booth, but watch out for the gaseous rings around. Oh boy. Silver, Pierce, Silver, I think you're right. They seemed complacent. Trina and Christina Conway, good morning, Lions fans and Lions team going to work together. Go Lions. Woo! I like it. I like indeed. How's your morning going today? Hopefully a good start to your morning. Marcus, here we go with the Grumpy Smurfs. Cynthia, Mr. Austin, you are so welcome. Bo, as long as there's no rings around my neck, JDC. All right, Big D, morning, Dewey's the Cruise. Dre Day, must be new trend in the negativity, Nancy and Debbie Downer and reluctant Renee. There you go. I think with the loss week 1, you're seeing more of that, but you start getting some wins, that will change things. Mr. Morale 313, it has been a hot second since I've seen you. It's time, exclamation point. Let's get this win, Lions. I like it, like indeed. Bo, ring around the collar? Maybe. Pierce, Mr. Hassan, I hope Ahmed gets healthy soon. He's ready, the second best pass rusher we have. Exclamation point. Well, it could be true. Ray Goff, 3 touchdown passes and 325 yards. 320. Ray, I got to ask, 325 yards rushing, because I do think Crazy Legs is going to go off today. Surfer, Detroit Lions can go 0-3, even 0-4 and still make the playoffs, no doubt. They really locked like a 12-cylinder engine running on 5 cylinders or even less. Yeah, let's see what shakes out. JDC, Bo Booth, man, that would be bad karma. JDC Collar, well, it happens, man. Live and out loud. Marcus, fair weather fans. There are, some people that, like Kurt Steele said, maybe PTSD with the fan base. I don't know, but you know what? I'm thinking every game we play, we got a chance to win. Pierce, I still think we make the playoffs at 10 wins. Yeah, I think that's very possible. Pierce, but getting to the quarterback wins. I agree with that. Pierce, asking these guys to play man-to-man for 4 to 5 seconds is nuts. It's going to be hard for anybody. I don't care who you have out there in the secondary and the linebackers. If you can't get to the quarterback, you give them that kind of time, yeah, they're going to roast you. The Central Scrutinizer, Greetings, Sanitations Coach and Duke Crew. Woo! Think we're in for a long dog fight today. Let's go Lions. As long as we win that fight, I'm happy. Bo, like an old battleship, it takes time to build up steam. Ooh, I see what you did there. Hoodoo, ain't that the truth, Pierce? Exclamation point. Mr. Hassani, we need Ahmed soon. Sooner versus later. Marcus, doom and gloom. Exclamation point. Why even watch the game if you're that scared? Yeah, you can't play scared, man. You'll get ran over. JDC, lots and lots and lots of people of Lions football left. Yes, there's lots of games left this year. Miles Margaret, Monty gonna pound it today. Let's hope he pounds it all over him. Kerry, do you think it's been loud in there before? Question mark. Wait and see. Hope you brought your earplugs and muffs. Yeah, I'm guessing a lot of people going to Ford Field are going to prepare for that because they're going to, the fan base is going to go after Ben Johnson. We all get that. Kenneth, big game for Gibbs and J-Mo. Lions 31-14. I like the way you are thinking, my friend. Pierce Hookadoo, he's better than a certain individual starting today. Maybe. Who could you be referencing, Pierce? Offense City, good morning, Coach Dan and the Duke Crew. Happy game day. Oh, good to see you, my friend. Vernon, good morning, Coach and Duke Crew. Exclamation point. Coach, what are your true feelings on how Brad Holmes is doing the handling of this team? I've shared it before. I mean, I like a lot of stuff he does. I just think where he and I would differentiate as GMs. When I've been a GM before, here's what I would tell you. You get a good enough base around you, now push it over the top. Most NFL teams, most professional teams, any league, any sport, they're fairly even. It's if you can get those 2, 3, 4 players that are true game changers. Now that those teams are even, you're significantly higher than. That's where I'll give the Packers credit. I get why Dallas maybe didn't want to sign Parsons because questions about his back. All right, as long as the back holds up, he is a game changer. He changes everything in that front 7. Your ability to call different type of coverages, the fact that they can drop 7 guys into coverage, and that makes it tougher on a quarterback. If you have to keep 6 blockers in or however many you're going to keep in to block their front 4, and that means there's less people going out in routes. They have more people to cover those people. The one thing I would have done probably the year after we finished 9-7, barely missed the playoffs, I probably would have invested some draft picks into a proven player to help on that front 4, front 7 to get after the quarterback. I don't know if I would have went after Micah Parsons, but if we could have got the same deal, I'd ask you guys this. Would you have traded 2 first-round picks, which basically, if you're successful enough, are 2 second-round picks, and a player? I don't know who you would have thrown in, but somebody else to go ahead and get Micah Parsons or somebody like that. I would have. Brad Holmes didn't, and I guess that's where he and I differ. JDC, I ain't scared. Go Lions! Exclamation point and a healthy woo 2. All right, Johnny L. Marcus, I ain't scared. Nobody here is scared. We're the Duke Crew. Silver Server, saying that you are correct. I don't know if he had to convert the subject with the coaches, cover the subject with the coaches, but it was my thought that he should. In fact, Campbell got a heart and a head. He's everything but a meathead. I agree with that. Yeah, some people might still cling to the narrative that Dan Campbell, isn't smart or whatever. I strongly disagree with that. Dre Day, the Lions will bring in more pressure to the quarterback. Maybe not so many sacks, but 2 turnovers. I'll take that. I'll take a turnover anytime. Rock, good grit morning. Hookadoo, Miles Mark, Johnny L, and Mary, and all the Duke Crew. Everyone got the game face on. It is game day, my friend. Marcus, if you're predicting the Lions lose, you call yourself a fan. Why watch the games? It's a fair question. Gary, skip the Bears. I'll go with that. Hogadoo, I have a feeling I know who you are talking about, Pierce. There could be a strong possibility there. Vincent, skip the Bears. Dre Day, turnover wins games more than sacks any day of the week. Yeah, now if you can get a sack that results in a turnover, well, that's just a double win. Johnny L, back at you. Rock, Marcus, WNBA playoffs start soon. Watch them. Well, we play to win. Exclamation point. Go Lions. Woo! I concur. Vincent E, would love to see Hutch get a sack today. I think a lot of fans would. Bears, sacks, force turnovers, and make quarterbacks uncomfortable. Yeah, the more you can hit them, the more they become uncomfortable. Earl, let's go Lions. 35-21 Lions. I like the way you're thinking. Good morning, Earl. Dre Day. If they hold onto the ball, a sack is just as good as a TFL. An interception is better than a sack every time. Agreed. That or a fumble and a fumble recovery, obviously. Server. Ahmed Hassani would have been a great spark, but then again, we see how little space they tend to give to rookies, especially day 3 picks. Can't wait to see him 100%. Yeah, give him time. He'll be there. Steve, love it. Let's go. Exclamation point. Back at you. Good to see you, Steve. Hey, Hassani Madley. Hi, Mr. Hookadoo. Ahmed is doing his best to recover from the injury. By God, well, week 10, we'll see him on the field praying. I think we're all praying for that. Bam Bear, game day. Let's grit it on with an exclamation point. Indeed. JDC, one of the better things I ever did was quit betting on sports, except for a cheeseburger and fries for Lions/Cheddar games. All right, not a bad bet. Gary, I want to see Davenport and Anzalone come alive today. Let's see if they can unleash the fury. Hookadoo, I think I'll wear my golf jersey today. Think golf will have a big day. Exclamation point. Oh, yeah. Same old soup. Just reheated. Now that Teddy Bridgewater has been suspended for the season, do you think the Lions should bring him in? And if he's suspended, well, he's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe he signed when he knew he wasn't going to be the coach. Cynthia, Silver, true that. Exclamation point. Man Bear, let's get ready to rumble. 100%. I love that call. Big D, what the heck was that? Really fine for that? Yes, he was fine for that. Hard to believe, man. All balls, good morning, Duke Crew, and back at you, the living legend. William, wow, talk about NFL picking on our players. I see way worse penalties than that, than not fine. I agree with that. I get they're trying to crack down on the taunting. I just didn't even really see much taunting there. Dre Day, JMO earned that fine. Be more disciplined. The Barry Sanders route is the best route. Yes, I just can't get many players to kind of follow that. Hookadoo, Mr. Hodson, I can't wait to have Ahmed back. He has a great future with the Lions. I agree with that. All balls, I shall see firsthand if the Lions made adjustments today. Oh, yeah, and I'll call out what I see, during the game. I'm sure we all will. Kerry, St. Brown will shine as usual as Laporta. I concur. Derek, I wonder what the team total was for players fined last year. I don't have that in front of me right now. Otherwise, I'd answer that for you, Derek. Broski Bear, it's game day. Exclamation point. Let's get it. 100%. Let's go, Lions. Hookadoo, Anthony is in the house spreading grit. He does that. It's like he comes down the Christmas tree or the, what do you want to call it, the chimney, and spreads grit for all to cheer. I don't know. JDC, Dreforce rocks, and he rolls. Charles, we're still learning how to be actual fans, laughing out loud, not too upset any diehards as I myself am, but it's different when you're a contender and people still aren't used to it. Yeah, you're probably well said with that. We've gone through so many decades of being bad. Now that we're actually a legit franchise, it is probably an adjustment period for fans. I say, Manly, my predictions, Lions win 23-20. Go Lions. Hey, as long as we win. Coach Rock, that's a fine. They better fine every player that talks after a play. Can't tell me that's not singling him out. Once again, Williams not allowed to move out there. I concur. Courtney, Nate Lynn works for me. All balls, section 102, seat 21 and 22. All right. Hey, you're going to be in the lounge out if you got 2 seats. Coach Rock, good morning, Mr. Hassany. All balls. Hopefully, I will not be sending Broski any money back today. Let's hope so for you guys. Rock is at 1 p.m. Yet we have some grit to beat down coming for the Bears. We'll beat down the Bears with grit. Gary, come on, Manu. I'm rooting for you to bust out and make a leap in play. Let's see if they do. I wonder, will they use him in the Dan Skipper role? I was talking about that in the preseason. I think most of you guys kind of agreed that Skipper could be on the fence with the Lions because of that. Broski, there will be a Ben Johnson video tribute before the game. Maybe not. Big D, Broski, I want in on the bets. I'll let you guys handle it. Ray Goff, 3D touchdown pass, 3 passing TDs, 325 yards. But is that passing yards or rushing yards. I'm just messing with you. Right. Let's see. JDC Charles, right on, exclamation point. Bring a Lions fan. Thanks, Dad. Rip. Sure has been a heck of a ride. Keep on trucking. We'll keep them going. All balls, Big D. I'm sorry. This started last year. The bet of the century this year. Better than the century 2. Yes, the bet century 2. There we go. The continuation. Coach Rock, time to go show this morning, Hookadoo. So going to take it out on my mower. Woo! Hey, get those steps in before the game. Gary, what Broski replays of the Washington game? We'll find out. Hookadoo, Broski, Big D. All balls, get them for us all then. We'll see what we can. Johnny L, same here with my dad, Rip. He got me started also, JDC. Yeah, my dad did too. I remember back in the late 70s, I don't know, somewhere like that. He took my brother Tim, I want to say my brother Kevin and I to the Silver Dome. That was my first game. Let's see, all balls, no D. That's what's up, Broski. If he wants to lose more dollars, 100, Lions sweep the Bears. We'll find out. Marcus, get back to grit. Yeah, I like the way you're thinking with an exclamation point. Hase Manley, I'm praying for all the players to be healthy and no injury. There you go. Cliff, I am a season ticket holder since 1994, and yeah, I will be there. Go enjoy the game, my friend. Go enjoy it with, friends, family, whoever you're partaking it with. Marcus, amen, exclamation point. Silver Sir, I wish the Lions came through with a stellar game, but I can very well see another nosedive. In the Lions fashion, the difference would be the reaction. Once down, can they spring back up with force? Man, you're coming down on the team today. True Lions fashion, wanted to write. Yeah, it's Dominic. Good morning from Texas. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you, my friend. And hey, always part of the Duke crew, so let's give you a happy birthday. Make it a great day, my friend. Happy birthday. All balls, I always want Steph to arrest me, or can I go speed? Sounds like she's off today, so I don't know if I can help you. Silver I say Manley, that is the most important thing. I always pray for players' health, even Parsons. There you go. There you go. Johnny L, happy birthday, Dominic. Happy birthday, Dominic. Happy birthday, Dominic. John Kong, 6-11. Embrace it. It happens. Coach Rock, Dominic, celebrate a happy birthday with a Lions win. Woo! I concur. Ray, happy birthday, Dom. JDC, Dominic, happy birthday. Woo! This woo is for you, indeed. Hookadoo, happy birthday, Dominic. Oh, yeah. All balls. Has anyone heard how the Hassanin injury is going? Yeah, I haven't heard an update. I'm just assuming he's healing up fairly nicely. All balls, a big win would be a great way to start a really good week after that mess of a week we had last week. Yeah, get things turned around 100%, get the fan base feeling a little bit better. Kerry, I'll be surprised if Parsons makes 6 games. All right. Let's see, Ray. A lot of energy from the Lions family today. There is a lot of energy. We love the Lions, so hey, it is game day. Silver, Don Kong. We know it can happen, but I think we'll make the playoffs with or without Morton. All right. Cynthia, laughing out loud. WWE indeed. Cynthia. Coach Rock, has there been a sister Grip Mary sighting yet today? I don't think we've seen Mary today. At least I haven't. Ray, one pride. Always got to have the pride. Hookadoo. Anthony, my dad is in the chat. There you go. Mausbar, I bet you have lots of, quote, new friends since MCDC arrived compared to previous 20-plus years. And Cliff, question mark, Cliff Hicks, all right? All balls, my prayers for a speedy recovery. Yeah, for Ahmed Hassani, there you go. JDC Magic 8 Ball says, just win the next game, then wash, rinse, repeat. I like the way you're thinking. Courtney, do you think the noise will be a Bears problem? Laughing out loud. I do. Just like with the Lions, last week. Think about if that game would have been in, week 1, it would have been in Ford Field. I think, does it make a 3 to 5 point difference? I believe so. At that point, is it a game? Especially if you make 1 or 2 more plays in that first quarter, which we didn't. Okay, no Rock. I was wondering the same thing. There you go. Sir, I'll put Khalif on kick returns as well. I would too, man. We got nobody there, although I haven't seen Lovett. What are we doing? Question mark. Saving Khalif for what? Kick returns were completely unimpressive. The only thing I could say is the coaches see him every day. So the coaches obviously, in their opinion, are putting the best people out there. For whatever reason, they feel like this upgrade over Khalif Raymond. Dre Date, there's nothing wrong with being a homer. We should, as Lions fans, speak optimistically about the team. Hey, do whatever works best for you, for sure. Johnny O, peace out. I'm going to get ready for the game. I have to go to the store and load up, get after him, Lions. See you all tomorrow morning. Talk about the win. I like the way you're thinking. Go enjoy the game, Johnny L. And have a good one. Silver. Now I would like to say that other than Dan Campbell, the man whom I would consider perfect for a head coaching job is Coach Dave Flip. Really a heck of a fellow from what I saw and heard in presses. I'll go with that. All balls. Where are you going to be, Johnny? I'll be there. JDC, Johnny L. Don't forget to hit that meat department. There you go. Hookadoo. See you tomorrow, Johnny L. Dre Day. Don't let the presser fool you about coaching style. Silver. Belichick was terrible at the mic. Ooh, good point. But was considered a great coach. He was. Silver. Has Broski been around this week? He is. Even today. JDC, Motor City Duke Crew. I like that. Silver. I really wonder how Glasgow feels. How will he play? Got faith in the youth of the rest. Decker, so, question mark. Put Manu right next to him and make a statement. Run Monty and get us through that D-line. I do wonder if you'll see more 6 lineman sets today. And if you got Manu out there with some of the other younger guys, you've got a lot of mobility. JDC, I saw his post a few ticks ago. Hello, broski. Let's see, Hookadoo. He was here today, not Lammers. He was. Trina and Christina, we are doing great. How are you doing? I'm going to be doing real good probably by the end of the game. Let's see, Thomas, this is a must win, and we will win by 10 plus. Let's hope we get through it. No injuries. I like it. Win and no injuries. Broski, are the Lions looking past this game to their next big matchup in Baltimore next week? That could cost the Lions big time. Yeah, I doubt it with it being Ben Johnson's return. I'd say there's probably a 0% chance they're overlooking this matchup. There's probably a lot of revenge factor. Pat, no tape on Tesla, so it would be hard for the Bears to, I'm thinking, 2 touchdowns. Let's play some smash mouth football today. Go Lions. I like the way you're thinking. Michael, 5.5 hours until go Lions. Yes, it is. Tick, tick, tick. Lion-O. Happy Sunday, Coach and Duke Crew worldwide. Exclamation point. Let the hunt the Bears and stay healthy today. Lightning and Thundercats. Ho! 100%. Hookadoo. I've actually been pretty good having Broski in the chat since he's been back. Yeah, non-laughers. Yeah, I at the non-laughers. Broski, hey, he's a reformed man. He's calmed down a little bit. So yeah, he's been okay. Thomas Broski, I don't believe the Lions can look past the Bears. This is the Bears Super Bowl, and the Lions must be ready for him. I'm sure the coaching staff told him that. I'll go with that. Broski, I see you, JDC. JDC, Broski, bear hard to say Broski. You could ask that about every team. Hope they are focused on the task at hand. Yeah, if they're not, that would be a real problem. Thomas, we got to be better at pass blocking than 1.87 seconds last week. Ain't going to cut it. And our D must sack this dude minimum 4 times. Silver. The thing that really baffles me is it is not that a missile bounces off a UFO, but that the Air Force sees something that comes from another galaxy that could annihilate a plane and shoots it. There you go. All I can say, guys, is, hey, you've had reports of UFOs since like World War II. So I was just trying to make a joke about it, but maybe they were really trying to bring us a superior pass rusher from parts unknown. Thomas, SS, exactly. JDC, the game is at home. Benefit, I would agree. How the Lions performed last week? Ouch. The game should be a rip snorter. Hopefully, I concur. Thomas, no way when I trade 2 first-round picks, give another team a player and pay someone $47 million a year. No. All right, fair enough. Agreed. Hookadoo, I agree on that. Silver Server is pinching and smiling. Miles Margaret, dang, I'm so ready. I think we're all chomping at the bit. JDC, Silver Server, UFO, the band, rocks. All right. Both. While stationed in Southern California, I would drive to Las Vegas and make bets there. Today's online betting. Oh no. Yeah, you bet anywhere nowadays. Dre Day, the best way to get into an opponent's head is to pretend they don't exist. Ooh, there you go. Upset them emotionally. Miles Bar, and I put that Sheila stood up for the team against the overlooked ref calls. Yeah, I think she probably always stands up for the team. Melissa Fisher, I was at the game when we, quote, welcomed Stafford on his return. It was the most electric atmosphere I've ever experienced. I'll be at the game today. I hope the energy is even greater today. Exclamation point. Let's go. We'll get it going. JDC, laughing out loud, Bo. Everybody wants our money. Hey, everybody wants everybody's money. Miles, have a great time. Melissa Fisher, Coach Rock, NFL will have flags on the players soon. They're taking out any kind of physical play. They're trying to make it a certain way. Now, smash that like if you guys can. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. Bo, if you're going to the game, get loud. I think you're going to have to be. Silver Server, and by the way, Coach, I like to keep saying thank you every now and then. You really put on the plate a neck of a work and keep a great company. Hey, keep us great company. I just do what I do, and it seems to work for everybody. It's a very symbiotic relationship, what we have here with the Duke Crew and everybody else. I know, right, Coach Rock? Hey, the onside kick has been ruined. It has been changed exponentially. Thomas, the key for the Lions, The running game, exclamation point, not to get that going. Got to get it going, 100%. Miles White, yeah, thank you, Coach. Great show because you do great work. Hey, you guys do great stuff, so we help each other out. JDC Broski, the Bendor tribute video will be after Lions victory. That could be accurate. Coach Rock, true. And now there are a few rules on kickoffs. Now they might as well go back to the old way, which is a better way. Anyways, all right. Lauren, good morning, all. It's game day, and just put the Bears and Ben Johnson to rest. Let's do that. Miles Martin, happy birthday, Dominic. Let's get a win for you today. That'd be a great way to celebrate the birthday. Dominic, thank you all. Thank you for being here, my friend. Roberto, click on those buttons. Click on all the buttons. Johnny Gaz, happy game day, do crew, exclamation point, and back at you, Gaz, man. Bo, Mary is probably at church. Oh, that could be, yeah, it is Sunday. Good call on that, Bo. Broski, Bears have a big-time advantage in the trenches and will exploit that, causing Goff into turnovers. We'll find out. Miles Mark, grit and glory. Johnny Gas supports. Melissa Fisher, good morning. Johnny Gas, exclamation point. Coach Rock, now the real Broski is coming out a bit. Could be accurate. Big Belly Lou, win or lose, I just hope Detroit Lions play their best. Let's go Lions. I like the way you're thinking. That is true fan talk right there. Johnny Gas Sports, morning Milesburg and Maleficent, exclamation point. Earl, Hookadoo prediction, Lions win. I predict we're going to unleash the pain on the Bears. Hoodoo, you're a Bears fan, Broski. Of course you hope for that. Probably a lot of truth there. JDC, Broski Bear, I guess that could happen. Johnny Gas Sports, Broski laughing. Miles Mark, Goff gonna get it done. 4 touchdown passes for Goff today. Book it, Dano. Oh, yeah, I'm Dano. Never mind. I'll book it. Thomas, Belichick is a great coach because of Tom Brady, and Brady proved that when he went to Tampa Bay. Exclamation point. Just saying. Could be, could be. Okay, do 34-24, Lions roar into the end zone over and over. Bo, is handling a press conference a part of a coaching resume? Not really. At least everywhere I've ever coached, they don't really care. They would like you to be adequate at it, but if you can be great, that would be even better. There are a lot of people just, unfortunately, they're just not good on the mic. Thankfully, when I started coaching, I'd already been a reporter for a while, so I was used to conducting interviews and stuff. That kind of helped. Thomas, let's just hope, man, who's ready to play, because I'm betting Decker is going to miss 2 to 3 games this year. It is possible for sure. He's getting up there, and, his body's been through a lot. Broski, shout out Johnny Gas Sports. Always shouting out the gas man. Miles Martin, BJ don't know Tesla. Ben Johnson does not know Tesla. Johnny Gas, thanks, man. Exclamation point. Leonard, greetings, sanitation, coach and Duke Crew. It's game day. Exclamation point. Safe travels back and forth from the game. Duke Crew, go Lions. There you go. Ben Johnson was the key to Dan Campbell's success. Facts. Maybe. I don't know. Because I can remember, was it the year we went 1-6 and we fired Anthony Lynn? Dan Campbell became the offensive coordinator and then kind of brought in Ben Johnson after the year. The Lions offense looked pretty good under him. Of course, he's not him now, but let's also not forget Broski Bear. John Morton was here then and helped put in the offense that Ben Johnson now runs. Keeping that, Broski, JDC, and vice versa, Broski. Bo, see you at the game time, Duke Crew. Woo! We'll see you, Bo. JDC, happy trails, go Lions victory. We'll see you then. Salute, RGS. I expect to lose game, honestly. Let's hope we change your opinion by the end of the game. Hookadoo, happy trails, Duke Crew. One pride worldwide. Bear down, exclamation point. Adore K, man, hasn't it since yesterday? Yeah, wait a minute. I did see it yesterday. Bears fans didn't know who Ben Johnson was, but now acting like they know so much more about him. There's probably a whole lot of truth about that. Very good point. Michael D, thanks, coach, for all you do. Anytime, my friend, with the exclamation point. Adore K, but now because the team they hate so much, now they know so much about Ben Johnson. A lot of truth there. A lot of truth. JDC, ditto. Thanks, coach. Egon, hey, no worries, JDC. Egon, didn't Ben want Morton to run his offense? Funny how people forget that. Ben Johnson, the savior of Chicago, wanted John Morton to come over to Chicago. East Side Detroit, MC/DC, back to basics football. Game time. I'm down with that, my friend. Let's take it back to basics. Have fun times all. All right, guys, I'll go ahead and get out of here. I got to start setting stuff up. I still got to Scooby-Doo some stuff to try to figure out how to broadcast the game. if the NFL or YouTube comes down at me for doing it, if I get it figured out, hey, you guys understand it's a one-time shot. I'm not going to risk the channel over it. But hope you all have a great day. If you would be so kind before checking out, hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you at 12:30 for the pregame show. Let's all have fun with this, and let's cheer the team on. Have a great day. Do something kind for somebody you don't know. We'll see you on the next Lions Talk Live in just a couple hours.
Thank you.